and so we kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet. That's my lifestyle.
From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next.
I ain't never gonna take my life away. They just wanna live my lifestyle.
Just about set to go. And on the hill, Kodai Senga. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on one or two pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ha-Seong Kim, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
One strike.
Swings through that one.
1 2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hacks and misses, it's a strikeout. So up next, Brendan Donovan. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. The pitch. Cut on and lifted in the air. And George makes the grab. Out number 2. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Bryce Harper in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Fouled off left side. 2 outs, base is empty. Fought off foul. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3 down. Back now in Toronto. And today's starter, Reese Olson. What do you look for here?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Bottom of the first. Dansby Swanson stands in. You talked about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that one fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Here is Marcus Semien. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw there. Save. Swanson stands at second with no outs. Up the middle. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Swings through that one for strike one.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Big-time power. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One out and a runner at second. Got him swinging. Throw to first in time. Well done behind the dish.
Well, big power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That one misses. Ball one. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Outside low. And that's ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
3-1.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to. Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now, Connor Wong.
1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. Wong with a homer in his last game. There's a strike at the knees. And now it's even 1-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's carrying. Bangs off the wall. 1 run across. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Runs for him here, and they move ahead. And we're back. This is Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Grounds one to short. Swanson in the hole. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing this time around. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom half of inning number 2. Now here is J.J. Bleday. Olsen back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
And it is 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Frozen with the heater at the knees. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one catches the corner for a strike. Springer launched a homer in his most recent game. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. See you later. A gigantic blast. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Base is empty, 1 away. Paul DeYoung next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. DeYoung measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2015. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. Can't get there, base hit. Throws to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. A single and a run scored and a walk. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that extends the inning. And now for the Jays, Marcus Semien. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Throw. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to score.
Now this one gets through. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next to hit, doubled in his first AB. That's a base hit, run scores.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a...
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Matt Bowman.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Santander, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground, right side. inning over, and it could have been worse. So 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Orioles nothing. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strike.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Inside, almost got him. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 1 out, bases empty. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
Ooh, by
1 ball, 2
you
strike.
gotta remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now the 3rd baseman, Nolan Arenado. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Over to first. Great pick.
Now batting,
Connor Wong next up for the Blue Jays.
Wong.
Foul ball.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
To 3rd. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep into counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Foul ball. Ball 1.
That's towards center. Perez under it. And that's the inning. Fastball for a strike. And he drops it down the 3rd baseline. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. And first offering is fouled off. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. On to second, they get one, and it's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Harper stands in now and watches strike one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Orioles held in. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Jays, George Springer. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Perez gets under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Hit in the air, center field. Perez settles underneath it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. He's 2 for 2.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks, Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
That one pushed foul. Now fly ball to right center. Carroll on the move to the gap, and the inning is over. 3 up. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Santander in pursuit. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 5-1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Reaching down, makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swings and chases a low one there. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Marcus Semien. Bowman back to work. And there's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Avi McMahon up and throwing. Ferrer getting loose as well. Way upstairs.
1 strike.
And a count even 1-1. Swung on, belted. Back there. See you later. And they add a run. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up. And with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
And here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one ripped left field. Ranging back. See you later. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 7-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Santander in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. And that one upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. And that just misses.
Okay.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Arenado up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Center field. Perez in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Connor Wong.
So man aboard, Connor Wong next up for the Blue Jays. Strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That's to third. Boom. Slings to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 7-1. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Michael Massey.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
On to first. 1 up, 1 down. Wenzel Perez, the next to hit for the Orioles. Knee-high strike, 0-1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one just misses, and that is ball one. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have.
Slings to first, and the Orioles set down. Well, we go bottom 6, and now for the Jays, J.J. Bleday. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Perez sizing this one up, and there's one down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And the batter is George Springer. He's already homered in this game. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Man at first. Now, Paul DeYoung, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Pickoff throw, and Springer's in there safely. Springer leads off first with 1 away. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
One ball, 2 strike.
In the dirt. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it gets by him. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Manager out of the dugout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Bobby McMahon. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And now Dansby Swanson. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. The throw won't get there in time. And now they have runners at the corners.
Waste no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner takes off. Ball misses. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
And another ball. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Keegan Thompson is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2-2.
Base hit, and a run comes in. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one's in there. Strike one. Two outs. Runner on the go. Hauls it in to end the inning. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning coming up. Jays 9 and the Orioles 1. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber.
Now batting, the first
yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And it gets by him.
Now batting, right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
1 down. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Just missed. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Bleday on the move, brings it in. 2 down. So man aboard. Now the Orioles catcher, Yainer Diaz. Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Close, but call the ball. And that's ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Struck him out looking. One left for the Orioles. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Toronto, left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Swing and a pop-up. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting.
Here's Nolan
Third
Arenado.
baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That clips the corner.
0-2.
And that's way high. And it's 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Just off the outside edge. Ball 3. High fly ball, right field. Carroll makes the grab for the second out. Stepping in, Connor Wong. First pitch misses. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Carroll makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Rogers. New pitcher now for the Jays, Kevin Ginkel.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Outside corner, got him looking. So digging in, Mason Wynn. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Ginkel, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Simeon, toss over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The designated hitter, Michael Matthews.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Center fielder,
McMahon
J.J.
back to work. Check swing, called strike. And now it's even up. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And there's 1 down. Here's George Springer. He's already homered here in this one.
George Springer.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That missed by a lot. Counts full, 3-2. The Blue Jays up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Paul DeYoung. There's a strike.
0-1.
And it's fouled away.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And we're back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. He was late there, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And there's the strike. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Hesung Kim, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground, out to short. Swanson fires over to first. Now only 1 out remaining. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that one missing low. Way out front for strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.